You will never be able to satisfy others, so you might as well satisfy yourself. I was having a wonderful conversation with my lovely coworker, and she was telling me how her and her husband were reflecting on around the time when they were getting married. And she was saying how her husband was very, very adamant about them getting married in the Catholic Church. And it didn't make sense to her because he was not a religious person. And so she never really understood why he was so determined to get married in the Catholic Church. And years later, when they reflected on that, they both came to the conclusion and realized that the reason why he was so adamant about that is because he wanted to please his father. He wanted to satisfy his father. And having this conversation with her, I realized that a lot of us do this all the time. Whether it's trying to please your father, or please your mother, or please your partner, or please society, or please your boss. Every single day, people are always trying to do things to please other people, to satisfy other people. And when you keep pouring into trying to please and satisfy other people, you realize that ultimately they will never be satisfied. You can only satisfy yourself. They can only satisfy themselves. So if you keep on trying to satisfy and please other people, you will never succeed, because the only thing that can fulfill them is themselves. And once you have this epiphany, once you have this realization of, wow, I'm pouring all this energy into trying to impress this person, trying to please this person, and this person just doesn't seem pleased, doesn't seem impressed, you've wasted all this time and energy trying to get a reaction, trying to get some kind of validation from someone else, when ultimately you need to be seeking the validation for yourself. Self-validation is the key to true fulfillment in life. If you truly want to feel fulfilled, if you feel like there's a void within you and you want to fill it up, you cannot fill it up by getting validation from other people, because you can't control other people. People have a brain of their own, they have their own free will, so you cannot rely on filling that void with other people. You can't rely on other people to fill that void for you. And when you come to that realization, you will realize that there's no point in me trying to satisfy this person or people, because they'll never be satisfied. You can be the nicest, kindest, sweetest, most beautiful, most handsome, most banging body, most smartest, whatever, and they still won't be satisfied. It still won't be enough. So instead of pouring all this energy into other people and satisfying them, why not satisfy yourself? Why not go after the things that you want to do? Why not do the things that make you happy? Why not be you? Why not tap into your true essence? There are things that you want in your life. There are things that you want to achieve, goals, dreams. So go do it. Go pour into that. Go pour into satisfying yourself. You may want that validation, but I promise you, no matter how hard you work to get that validation, you probably will never get it. And by the time you do get it, it's not even worth it, because you worked on validating yourself. If you're constantly trying to seek validation from other people, if you're constantly trying to please other people, I want you to know that you will never fill that void that is within you. You will never fill that void that's within you. That void of needing to be chosen. That void of needing to be accepted. That void of needing to be loved. If you are constantly trying to get other people to fulfill that for you, you will never be fulfilled. You have to learn to fulfill that within yourself. You want to be chosen, you choose yourself. You want to be loved, you love yourself. And that's why I think it's so important for us to realize that no matter how much we like someone, no matter how attracted we are to somebody, no matter how badly we want them or want to connect with them or want to be with them or want their approval or want their validation or to please them or satisfy them or impress them or whatever, we cannot control people. So we have to decide for ourselves and decide, I choose me. This person doesn't want to choose me, well, I'm choosing me today. This person doesn't want to love me, well, I'm going to love me today. Because ultimately, that is what matters. There is nothing more powerful than choosing yourself. Even if that person chose you, it would never, ever override or be more powerful than you choosing yourself. You have the power to go after what you want, to please yourself. So I want you to wake up every single day, and instead of wondering, what is such and such going to think about me today? How is such and such going to feel about this if I do this? Well, I really want to go here. I really want to do this, but how are they going to feel about it? Or am I satisfying them? Am I pleasing them? Are they going to be happy? Are they going to be sad? And then you revolve all of your decisions. You revolve your whole life around this one person or these group of people. Instead of thinking that way, I want you to think, you know what? What will make me happy today? What will bring me fulfillment? What do I need in this moment? Once you get clear about what you need, then you go give it to yourself. When you're finding yourself like, okay, I really, really want to be picked right now. You know, all the pick-me-shas in the world. Instead of trying to get someone to pick you, tell yourself and let yourself know, you know what, I have this desire to be picked. I want to be picked. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pick me. And how do you pick yourself? How do you choose yourself? You go do what you love. You do what brings you happiness. You do what brings you fulfillment. You do what makes you feel like you. What makes you feel confident? What makes you feel handsome? What makes you feel sexy? sexy, what makes you feel fun and vibrant and youthful. That's how you choose yourself. That's how you pick yourself. Instead of waiting on someone else to do it for you, you do it for you. Because at the end of the day, this is your life. You are the main character of this movie of your life. This is the movie of fill in the blank, whatever your name is. This is your life. And so how are you going to, as the main character of your life, be so fixated on supporting roles, even extras? Some of these people that we meet in our lives are not even supporting roles. They're extras in our lives. So why are you going to give so much time and energy to someone who's an extra in the movie of your life? Because being worried about someone who's literally the background character in your movie is going to do nothing for you. It's not going to fulfill you. It's not going to satisfy you because they are the background character. They're all the way back there. You're in front of the camera. The camera sees you. The movie is about you. But you're focused on Bob, who's all the way in the background, who doesn't even have any lines in the movie, who probably is barely even seen in the movie of your life. Redirect your perspective and realize that I don't need to be worried about other people. I don't need to be worried about pleasing other people. I want to please myself. Now, I'm not saying to be selfish. I'm not saying to lack consideration for other people. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is stop giving energy and time and thought and emotions to somebody who probably isn't even thinking about you, who probably doesn't even care about you, who probably doesn't even value you. What I'm saying is every time you're thinking about that man or that woman who you know is wasting your time and doesn't respect you and doesn't see you for you, you redirect that energy to yourself. Oh, I'm starting to fixate on my ex again. Okay, let me turn this around and ask myself, okay, what do I want to do right now? Well, I really want to binge watch my favorite TV show. Well, I really want to start cooking some lasagna right now. Well, I really want to go outside for a run. Go do it for you. Go do it for you. Redirect it to yourself. That is how you please yourself. That's how you satisfy yourself. Because I promise you, no matter how hard you try to satisfy other people, you will never satisfy them. So you might as well focus on satisfying yourself. You cannot control people. People cannot control you. You can only control you. So you might as well figure out what that void is within you that you need and fill it up yourself. Fill up your own cup and stop waiting for other people to fill it up for you, because they never will. And you can never fill up someone else's cup for them either. They have to decide that for themselves, because you can try to keep pouring into their cup and pouring into their cup, but then you realize the cup has a lid. So you're pouring into somebody who doesn't even want your energy, who doesn't even want your time. Pour into your own cup. Pour into yourself. Choose yourself. Love yourself. Water yourself. Satisfy yourself.